Hi guys, it's Weedit, and I am having sort of what I call a housekeeping day in the studio. What I'm doing is just taking some hardboard panels and applying gesso. It's really nice to buy like encaustic board or pre-gessoed panels, but it's not always cost effective. So one way to bring down the cost just a little bit is to buy the hardboard panels. Okay, and this I did buy from Dick Blick because they were having they had a discount, and I used that. I'm so messy, I got gesso all over me. But another way to do this is to go to the hardware store, one of your big box hardware stores, and they will cut the panels down into whatever size that you want. So that's even more cost effective. Now I use these hardboard panels when I'm working with encaustics or cold wax, and I have encaustic gesso, and it is different, all right? I don't know just how necessary encaustic gesso is, but I do use it, and it is thicker. It's not thicker, it's more opaque. This is one coat of encaustic gesso, okay? And I usually put 2 coats on. What I think I may have found is a good hack for it. Encaustic gesso is more opaque and more absorbent than your regular acrylic gesso. Recently I made a purchase of an additive to use to add to make my paint a little bit thicker when I'm working with either oils or acrylics, and to give it more body, and that's powdered marble. This is my bag. It's a 4-pound bag of Frederick's powdered marble. It was like that's a tea bag. It was $7 or $8 with Dick Blick, and then of course I got the discount applied to that. So I had a thought, why don't I take regular acrylic gesso and add some powdered marble to it? It seems to me like it would make it more opaque, and it would also add to the absorbency. And what I found is that, yeah, it seems to be doing both. I have primed quite a few panels with this mix now, and I'm really happy because I really like the RNF gesso. I really do. It's very nice. It's very opaque, and it has, opening it up, see, it's got it's like thick, it's like cream. So this is my hack for it. I don't know the ratios. What I do is I pour enough Liquitex. I'm using Liquitex gesso. I don't think it matters what kind you use. This is just what I happen to have, and I have poured it into here up to that fill line. I'm tipping the cup sideways so you can see, but just basically I'm covering the bottom of the cup, and I add about, I'd say 1.5 tablespoons, I'm going by how it feels, of powdered marble. Okay, and now I've got powdered marble everywhere because I just spilled it. And then mix it up, and yeah, I just use a other end of a paintbrush to do that. And I expected this to be gritty. It's not. It's very smooth feeling. What I'm shooting for is that consistency of heavy cream. So I'm mixing it up really well. Okay. And you can see it's pretty thick in there. And I was using that cup earlier to test out just that idea. So, let me get my brush. And that's the powder on here, so I'm going to wipe that off. It's very smooth feeling. It's not gritty at all. So when I brush it on, see how opaque that is? I mean, that's, truthfully, this is more opaque than one coat of the Encaustic Gesso. And the Encaustic Gesso is not, you know, I had been afraid that it was specifically to look at that coverage. Isn't that awesome? That's super. I had been afraid that maybe the Encaustic Gesso was specially designed to withstand high heat or something. No, no, it's just more opaque and my fingerprints in there, and more more absorbent. Okay, it's been a long day, so I'm thrilled. One, it's going to take me forever to use up that 4 pounds of powdered marble, and just the idea that I can stick with my regular acrylic gesso and do this and have something that is comparable to the Encaustic Gesso is awesome. Now, I put 2 coats on, so I'll let this dry and then I'll come back and put another coat on. If I were worried about the texture, I would sand between the coats, and I do have a project coming up where I will be sanding between all the coats of gesso that I'm putting on, but not when I'm working pretty much with encaustic, because you're going to put wax over it anyway, and also with cold wax, part of it is, you know, I want that texture, so it doesn't have to be so smooth. And you can tell I'm getting really good coverage out of this and good mileage, because I can do this board and another one with just that little bit. And of course I will put 2 coats on to do that. But this is a really nice hack for the Encaustic Gesso. Now, I really and truly, I'm not sure that it matters. You could probably get away with just using regular gesso on your substrates for encaustic work, but I do like the idea that I'm starting off with a nice white background, and then of course I usually add color to that, but just that's gorgeous. So I hope this helps somebody. You don't have to have special gesso. It seems to me that this is working just fine. If I run into any problems, I will certainly let y'all know, but you know, using regular gesso and adding a bag of powdered marble for like another $6 or $7, and then you've got your encaustic gesso and you have an additive that you can use with your paints. That seems to me a very, very good use of my funds. So I hope this helps y'all. Thanks for spending time with me. Bye.